Alright, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakak double honors unto the apostles and the elders, a great minister that surely do well. Peace and blessings unto the Akim throughout the four corners of this world that continue to push this world in all sincerity. And with all diligence, this is your brother Matt and I here once again. From one of the great millstone camps here in Trinidad. And we're going to do a quick lesson. And I'm going to start with this precept here, Ezekiel 9 and verse 4. It says, "And Yahweh said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof." And that is speaking about, is a future prophecy, meaning that it's something that to take place, when judgment, when the destruction is about to come. When you go into that word mark, it means Hebrew phrase is thawa, which means a mark. That's good. That's great. It says desire mark as a sign of exemption from judgment. So when judgment is coming, namely famine, pestilence, all the plagues that is to come, civil unrest, the race wars, the riotings, the lootings, all these things, when that is to come, the Lord gonna send his angels to put a mark upon the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And where that is wherever we are, wherever the Israelites are, So wherever the men that prophesy are, they're going to be the midst thereof. And the main part is, in Babylon the Great. And that is what most of the prophecies aim towards. It says, "And to the others he said in mine hearing, Go ye after him through the city, to the others that haven't sighed or cried, to the others that haven't, call upon the name of the Lord, haven't prophesied about the destruction to come. As the scripture says, you haven't gone into the gaps. Go ye after him through the city and smite, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary." Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. So part of the abominations is idolatry. You can't come out here teaching Jake to, not commit adultery, not profane the Sabbath, not eat swine flesh, not celebrate Christmas and Easter and these things, and then partner with Muslims and talk about you're trying to unite as brothers to stop crime, to stop the killing. You're supposed to be on their backs. You're supposed to tell them, hey, what you're doing there is failure as well. Wait, them is not part of the abomination that taking place. When they call upon Allah and Muhammad and such, you don't have part to do with the abomination that's taking place. You have to tell them as well. So that means you in sign and crying for all the abomination that being done. And this is towards IUIC and their leadership. You know, look at the scripture. Isaiah 58:1. It says, "Cry aloud, spare not." It says, "Spare not." Look, you know, we had something we had to dumb it down to Jackson. Yeah, they had to dumb it down to them because the scripture said it, the sottish. See why people are sottish. This is the word spear in the Hebrew. It says hashak. Hashak, it says to withhold, restrain, hold back, keep in check, refrain, to keep from, to spare, reserve, to assuage. You know, so you hold him back because you're trying to partner with them to, you know, to do what? And it's not really to do have anything to do with crime, you know. It's just, you know, IUIC have the ulterior motive. Is really to, you know, form some kind of bond, form some kind of community, some kind of community between black men, between black brothers. But that's even trying to do for the longest while. Trying to make it look like, you know, it's black men coming together. You know? And when Esau realized that is what's going on, which he already realized, you know, he would come against you and he would destroy you. You can't stand up and you can't, you know, fight Esau in his kingdom. You can't build no kingdom in Esau's kingdom. That don't make sense. You have to wait until the Lord come. And the way it says, "Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and shew my people their transgression." Transgression is breaking of the law. When you read Exodus 20 and verse 3, it says, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me." So that's the first commandment. And also the second, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." So that's a transgression. So why you don't say, hey, even though you're trying to, you know, stop let Jake kill out each other, you need to stop serve that fucking idol as well. You need to stop follow the Quran and stop trying to, you know, link up with them, for lack of better words. Scripture says, "Show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sin." So they are not Israelites then. And if they are not Israelites, that make it worse. Why? What are you doing, you know, linking up with them? You know? Sirach 13 and verse 16, it says, "All flesh consorted according to his kind, and a man will cleave to his like." And you know, actually, they belong there. IUIC belong there because, you know, they really not about the truth. They're really not about the truth. If they was about the truth, we would have, you know, recognized that a long while now. But you see, Nate is a snake naked that needs that two-tongued man. He's a man that changes. He's a double-minded man. And really and truly, he not really double-minded. It's just, you know, he trying to, you know, he have his plan in his head. he just, going about doing it and looking to the people that he's double-minded, but he already see so long ago. It's plain to see, So he actually belonged there because he's not really about Israel, he is about himself. It says, verse 17, what fellowship had the wolf with the lamb, so the sinner with the godly. So if you say that, the Most High dealing with Israel, the Most High dealing with you're preaching the truth, then what fellowship or what agreement can you have with a bunch of Israelites that call upon Allah? But you see, you would do that because you said that you could call the Most High what you want. You could call the Most High what you want. So that is something that I expected of you. Verse 18, it says, what agreement is there between the hyena and a dog, and what peace between the rich and the poor? Furthermore, I'm going to get this last precept here. 2 Corinthians 6 and verse 14, another scripture that, people especially need misuse. It says, be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship had righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion had light with darkness? Which, as I said before, they belong together because Jesus and Allah are both parts of darkness. That is the broad way that that Yahushua spoke about. And he said, wide is the kingdom, broad is the way that lead to destruction. Yeah, that is that is exactly what he was talking about. Like the two main idols in this world. But you see, the reason why we have to bring all this is because Nathaniel 7, General Nathaniel, formerly Bishop Nathaniel, claims that he have the truth, claims that he's doing the right thing, claims that he has the light. So if you have the light, then why are you trying to link up with darkness? It says, and what concord had Mashiach, Yahushua with Belial, or what part had he that believeth with an infidel? And as I say above, he condemns men for having wives that do not believe, but he's trying to form a union with a whole other religion, a whole other philosophy. Men that believe in something completely different from what the Bible teaches. You see? One from people that, according to him, because he believes that Jesus Christ is God himself, according to people that believe that his God is just a mere prophet. You see, confusion again. It says, and what agreement had the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God. As God had said, I shall dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people. Wherefore come out from among them and be separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. And that is why the elders and apostles, say, don't mingle with them. He don't even want to have no union with other Israelite groups. Once you're not preaching the same thing, we're not mingling with you. We're not trying to be no friends. We're not trying to, form no, trying to get no large community to put in our mind that, we need enough men for when shit pops off. We don't need men. We don't need no million-man army. You understand? Yahushua and the angels are enough to defend us. So if that is what you're trying to do, form some kind of block, some kind of pact, with other jakes, no matter the philosophy or the ideology that they follow, so that when that time comes they have help, then they completely lost. These men, and you could see these men don't have any faith. But with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Yahukakodash, double unto the apostles and the elders that gave mercy, that surely do well. Peace and blessings, and until next time, say Shalom.